Hello, Alston Ridge Middle School teachers and staff. I'm Mark Dixon, and I'll be your PTSA leader this year. I'm sorry that I could not be with some of you at the school today, but I thought it would be good to send a message virtually from where I'm in Michigan. I'd like to have a few minutes of your time to introduce the PTSA so you know who we are and some of what we will offer to the school community. I was just recently voted to my role, so a more refined version of this will follow as we decide how to support you during this unique time. So on to some slides. So a few brief notes about the PTSA, and before we even begin, you are owed many thanks already. While our children were out having fun on a extended vacation, you were preparing for the virtual experience and somehow how some of the students will be interacting with you in school, all the while worrying about how you are going to stay safe. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. So I'd like to introduce to you the PTSA board and how I got here and some of the goals that we have this year. Here are the PTSA officers. That's me. I'm Mark Dixon, and that was what I looked like about 4 years ago. And our vice president this year is Amar Singh. The treasurer is Kelly Greenchrist, and the secretary is Tammy Petchke. So Amar and Kelly are rejoining the group from last year. So here's just a snapshot of the organizational structure, and the PTSA is working to refine this. So you'll see this again when we get some of the positions filled. So how did I get here? A little about me. I was the fourth of 6 children raised by my parents in southeastern Michigan. And as I reflect on where I have been taught all of these years, I looked at many places that, including school, coaches, my jobs, and I enjoy my success because of the many people that were part of my education. Fortunately, my dad worked at Macomb Community College, so I got to go tuition free, which was fantastic. I then went on to Michigan Tech and finished out my electrical engineering degree, and that's where I developed a love for volleyball. Played there for a couple of years before I finished out, but most significantly, I was taught by my parents, so I owe them a huge thanks for getting me to where I am today. So then after I graduated and moved back to southeastern Michigan, I had many opportunities to teach others, and that began with some coaching opportunities with a few different high schools, and I coached volleyball for 10 years. So I felt great giving back to the school community in that way. And through my career, I had mentored many others, young engineers, as they were new to the engineering environment. So when I moved down here and my kids started at Carpenter Elementary, I participated as an involved parent, and I had many opportunities to teach my kids and their classmates at Carpenter and finishing up with Parkside last year. So I really enjoy the opportunities to teach, and I served at Carpenter Elementary for several years where I was the leader 2 years ago, and then we moved to Parkside through the reassignment. But then I formed and led Parkside's PTA last year. So I realized that we are all connected and we learn from each other, but you, the teachers, and those that support them, really do plant the seeds of knowledge in our kids. So you enable the next generation to achieve, and I can't thank you enough. So you give my children the greatest gift, and that's why I'm here. So some of our goals this year, of course, will be to build our community, as some of our students are in the virtual academy and some will be with you in the classroom. To keep our school community connected is a real priority for us. We also want to support you as well as the students and the families. I think we can offer some resources to help the school community out, and most of all, provide a memorable experience for you and the students as well. So PTSA will refine this offering, and we'll put that out to you shortly, and so you'll get an understanding of what we'll do and maybe when we'll do it. So you can find some more information on our PTSA website. There's the link there on the slide. And please do, I encourage you to read about the other PTSA board members. Their bio is in the About section on the page. And please do reach out to me with questions or requests at president@ptsa.org. And that's it for the slideshow. So my kids are super excited to start the school year. And so we will be seeing you either in person or virtually soon.